A successful government interagency collaboration can be measured by the fruits of its labor. The partnership between the Cooperative Development Authority and the Department of Agrarian Reform has shown that challenges can be overcome, goals can be attained, and most of all, lives of people in the community can be transformed. The Cdadar partnership is also proof that ordinary individuals can be the leading protagonists in a success story worth retelling to the world. From among the thousands of cooperatives in the country that have raised their stature, 15 were chosen to be featured as success stories born out of the partnership. Of the 15, 3 cooperatives were handpicked to highlight the struggles and triumphs of agrarian reform cooperatives, with their members the main actors of their stories in these video productions, featuring the Sagrada Farmers Producers Cooperative or SAFAPCO in Barangay Sagrada, Viga, Catanduanes. The Capi Small Coconut Farmers Multipurpose Cooperative, CASCO-FAMCO, in Barangay Undoy, Ivisan, Capiz, and the Blaan Clayag Anda Dido Sinasto, Bkadds, in Barangay Bakong, Tulunan, North Cotabato. These 3 cooperatives may be situated in the different parts of the country, but they went through the same trials and tribulations and emerged victorious, thanks to the guidance and assistance of CDA and DAR. SAFAPCO, CASCO-FAMCO, and Bkadds are the living testament to effective synergy of CDA-DAR partnership and the selfless devotion of the men and women behind these government agencies, whose efforts and expertise were the vital ingredients in this collaboration. Deep in the mountains of North Cotabato live a group of tribes called the Blaan, a peace-loving people who have dwelled in this part of Mindanao and one of the early inhabitants of the island. They are blessed with the bounties of the natural resources around them and have utilized its rich soil for farming, planting it with banana, corn, coconut, rubber tree, ginger, root crops, and fruit-bearing plants. As one of the Lumad groups in Mindanao, the Blaan still have their traditions intact as reflected on how they live their lives on a day-to-day basis. The lack of infrastructure and development initiatives have made it difficult for the Blaan people to improve their economic standing. The villagers used horses instead to transport their agricultural products, even though these work animals have a hard time traversing the muddy road. To go to the poblacion, the people, with their horses carrying the produce, are left with no other choice but to pass through the muddy trail, flowing rivers, steep hills, and lush forests during a heavy rain brought by bad weather. Farmers cannot even bring their products to the market in the poblacion. The development that came to North Cotabato also brought to the peaceful tribe the armed conflict between the government forces and communist rebels that affected their lives, their communities, and their culture.
Ang pagbago sa Bakong kay suno sa ilang grupo murag na kuana na balik sa gobyerno ang uban, nag-surrender na tong mga uban nga MPA, wala na kayo mo kuan diri, wala na sila mo puyo-puyo diri. Nga ang katong mga Blaan nga ilang murag na kabig, murag na hinay-hinay tug birapod, nga ayaw mo uban diha kay wala mo makuha diha.
As those troubled times subsided, the Blaan tribes pick up the pieces of those turbulent period in their existence. By this time, the government has adopted an exclusive approach to development by introducing programs and projects to the country's indigenous peoples, including the Blaan. The remote community in Barangay Bakong, Tulunan, North Cotabato was among the recipients of the assistance being extended by the Department of Agrarian Reform or DAR. One of the DAR-initiated projects is the ongoing paving of the road connecting Bakong to the National Highway that would help ease the transportation of goods to and from the barangay. The people of Barangay Bakong first organized themselves as an association and had been that way for many years, even before they decided to form a cooperative. DAR has always been on the group side, providing them with all kinds of assistance. Another project DAR introduced to the agrarian reform beneficiaries of Bakong was the linking of small-time farmers to the market, essentially establishing a direct connection between the growers and the buyers. However, the problem of communication was among the challenges the association and the project implementers faced during the implementation of the project.
Isa sa mga kalisdanan nga among na sinati is ang communication barrier. No, so kay pag adto na mo dire maglisod mi og pasabot sa ilaha kung unsa jud ang konsepto sa among proyekto. Gani bisan og kanang limited na kayo ang among pagbalik-balik dire, na-adapt jud nila tong among gitudlo sa ilaha, no? Kay ang clustering approach is a sequence of 8 steps clustering approach nga kun dili lang kami facilitators ang gitrain, kundi pati pod ang among mga farmer leaders.
The linkage that the Bakong farmers have established has been sustained as the delivery of produce to their buyer has increased, and this has dramatically helped them in their livelihood. Even as the project expired in 2017, still the farmers were able to continue what they had started. The perseverance of both the Blaan farmers and DAR finally paid off when they signed a business deal with a large company to buy their banana produce.
Kung dati, garilay lang silang local traders, karon diretso na sila sa planta mag-deliver. Kaya kung dati, ang presyo silang saging na lang sa 2, 3, karon ang sa tong planta, 8. So nakita nilang diferensya nga kung apil sa ani nga proyekto, dako day ang ilahang mga benefits.
In March this year, the group finally registered itself as a co-op at the Cooperative Development Authority or CDA. Aside from the improvement of their income, there was also an enhancement of their organizational skills when they officially became the Blaan Clayag Anda Didu Sinasto or Bkadds.
Sugod nila into cooperative, mas na-appreciate nako kay hanay na ang ilahang mga papers, no? Kay sa una mong sa association, medyo ako pod dili po ko kakita og kinsa jud ang magpahanay sa ilang organization, kay ako technically dili ko hanas ana nga aspeto.
Both the CDA and DAR were instrumental in teaching the cooperative the proper way to manage their documents and equipping them with the proper accounting procedure. Although along the way, there were few obstacles.
Mga previous delivery nila katong ga-adjust pa mi, lugi sila sa ilang pag-deliver. Gani sa every delivery nila naga-conduct yun mi og tinatawag na mo na siya og post-delivery assessment, kay para diha na mo mahisgutan kung unsa ang mga nahitabo nga maayo o mga dili maayong nahitabo para sa way forward ma-address na mo to siya nga mga needs.
To iron out these bumps along the way that have affected its members, DAR has done its best to address the situation.
Grabing pag-analyze o pakipag-meeting sa ilaha, naka-recover naman po. Naka-recover na po sila, pero gani sa previous delivery nila, isa na po ang ilahang problema. Ang number one problem ng jud sa co-op karon is kana ilang commitment. Medyo naghina ang ilang commitment sa ilang mga membro kay tungod ang planta o ang local traders na to halos na nagpareha og presyo.
With all these impediments that they experience as a cooperative, its members are still grateful that CDA and DAR have worked hand in hand with the Blaan tribe to achieve the goals that they have set.
Ako nga tribog yun, mas kung in term of cooperative nagay unity, na mga kanang pagkakaisa nga mahimong malatayon o malambuo ng cooperative. nga bisan ingon nga tribo kaya pud mo dumala sa isa ka kooperatiba.
With the pains of the past behind them, the cooperative is optimistic. Things will get better for its members. Now, the co-op's product delivery has increased and they can now demand for a better price for their produce. Slowly, the issues and concerns that have raised were slowly being addressed through DAR and CDA
Dako
interventions.
kayo kong pasalamat sir kay dili tungod nila wala mi nahimong co-op og tungod sa ilang tabang na porma mi og na kuan gyud mi nga mahimong kanang confidence namin nga mahimong co-op tungod sa DAR CDA nga partnership. Ug dako kayo mong pasalamat sila.
The cooperative, inspired by the assistance and guidance provided by CDA and DAR, have high hopes to continue their dreams and aspirations with the active participation of the members and the commitment of officers to give quality services to their members, protect their members' interests, and also to serve the community where they operate as part of their social responsibility.
ta gam